Hey everybody, this is WarriorExo, and today I have something very great for you guys. You might have already noticed, but just in case any of you did not in fact notice, there is some amazing news. First thing is first, we're obviously going to be talking about issues with the leaving system. Just what I talked about in the last video. We had a lot of problems with the leaving system. People were getting kicked out, and they were like unable to get a win no matter what. If you left within a minute, like if you came back within a minute or anything, especially not including how bad the loading screens are in Overwatch, just forget that. I'm trying to install Overwatch, but the loading screens take fucking forever, even with a fast computer, even with low settings put on. There was a lot of issues with that. There were a lot of problems. There was no incentive to come back to the game at all. And no matter how well you did, 4 gold medals or not, you still were fucked. You know, you still got a loss. Your team was still, you know, they might not have an issue because I don't think it had anything to do with like how much they got for winning. You could correct me on that, but if you still won, I'm pretty sure they got the full thing. I'm sorry if I'm wrong on that. I'm the person who usually got kicked out because of fucking DDoS and issue with BattleNet. But here comes the positive news. They have removed this problem. At least as far as they have stated. We don't know how much they fixed it. Again, it wasn't supposed to be a problem in the first place, so we don't know how much they might have actually made it less of a problem or fixed a problem. I'm not certain. But here are the patch notes word for word. Again, you might have already read this, but I'm just taking a moment to enjoy this and making a video on it because this has literally been the reason, the primary reason, there's others, why I've been completely avoiding competitive Overwatch for a while. As you guys know, I lost 4 ranks due to the issue with the lever system. From 50 down to 46, which I've been slowly trying to get back up every so often where I can get the nerve to play it still. But I'm definitely going to get back on it, get back on that fucking grind. Alright, here's the patch notes. Fixed an issue where if you left and rejoined an in-progress competitive play match, the game would still track the match as a loss in your placement match history. And when determining the amount of skill rating you receive for completing a match, even if your team won. What they're saying in that part, what they're saying in that little tidbits, it no longer immediately places you as a loss. It no longer places it as a set amount of skill rating you lose. Like, that is completely not a factor at this point forward. For you know, if you just leave for a second, it's no longer gonna fuck you. Is basically what they're saying. As a note on it though, you must be present for the conclusion of the match to be eligible for the win. So if you do end up getting kicked at the literal last second, you're still fucked according to this, I think. I don't know. If you leave a match and do not rejoin again before it's over, it will count as a loss both in your placement match history and when calculating your skill rating adjustment. That's just a little redundancy. That's them like clarifying for us a little bit. It's the same thing. If you literally get disconnected or kicked or anything at the end, you're screwed. But honestly, that fixes a lot of the other problems prior. So I don't really care about that. Sure, if you get unlucky and your fucking BNet crashes at the end, that's gonna suck. Really suck if it's saying it how it seems on here. Alright, in the next part, fixed an issue where you would still receive a competitive play leave penalty, little fucking brackets and everything, even if you rejoined a match and completed it. That's exactly what I was talking about prior. If you rejoined and completed, it would still count as a leave penalty. That is literally, as it says, fixed an issue, which means it was a problem. They claimed they were supposed to have a 1-minute grace period, but it wasn't working. I don't know if they don't say anything about their 1-minute grace period, so I don't know if you literally can ditch for 2 minutes and come back. They have not specified. We have no evidence to say it. This patch literally just went up. But according to this, they fixed something, but it's fucking beautiful. The note for it, sorry to say I'm a lot, guys. If you leave a single competitive play match more than 3 times, you'll receive a competitive play leave penalty, even if you complete the match. So according to that, it might not be a 1 minute anymore. It might literally be you can't leave one match more than 3, because a single competitive play match more than 3 times. They still have not clarified on how many times you have to leave and get this leave penalty before you're banned from the season. They've given no clarification. I'd assume like 5 probably. This is a nice safe number, 5 to 10. Don't know. But if you leave a competitive play match more than 3 times, you'll receive a competitive play leave penalty even if you complete the match. That is saying that if you ditch 3 times, which is pretty hard to do. I mean, even if your BNet crashes, if your internet crashes, which honestly, the game modes are so short though, it's going to be hard to get back on. If your internet crashed, you're probably fucked. I'm sorry to say, you're probably fucked. If your BNet crashes, if your computer shuts down randomly, you should still be able to get back on and still be safe as long as you're back before the end of a match and as long as you're back without disconnecting 3 times. I don't understand why they particularly said 3 times. That doesn't seem very likely, but you know, it's whatever. So there it is. They fixed the fucking main problem I had with it. Now, I'm gonna be, like, unfortunately I have to be a little pessimistic. I can't go and just say this fixes everything. There's a lot of fucking problems still. One of them, of course, being, you know, your skill rating is based on your win, and it's only slightly by your damage done and stuff like that. In case you didn't know, and a lot of other YouTubers have covered this, but I'm just going to touch on it slightly. Mercies are getting screwed because if you do really well on your team and you're only healing so much, you don't... If somebody fucking claims, oh, well, you didn't need to be a healer... No, every team needs a fucking healer. No matter how good you're doing, even if you raffle stomp these motherfuckers into the ground, it doesn't matter. It does not fucking matter. You needed a mercy. Even if they revived only 1 person, you won partially because of this mercy. Plus they're damage boosting you. I mean, you can't say no, but mercies are getting screwed off. If you look at any supports in the top rankings, there's like fucking none of them. They have to play like twice the amount of games as anybody else to go up. Because the healing done on... You can't give an average for a healing done when it's so fucking low up to so high. You know, people who are losing, or people... I'm so sorry if that's loud. Can you guys hear that? I'm really sorry if you can hear that. That is my air conditioning turning on. Thank God it turned on. But if you... With Mercy, if you are doing badly and you barely win, you will have a high healing done. You can have like 15,000 healing done or something crazy like that. But if you're in a good winning game, you can have like 3,000 healing done. But you might have boosted a lot of damage. They don't really count for that. I think I've heard that they're going to try to change the scoring. If you go on to like Master Overwatch, they claim they're changing something about it. I don't know. They said, oh, well, our score system doesn't seem to work anymore, according to some changes they'll be making. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're going to fix it. Not so certain. But luckily, there's only so many other problems past that. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but they're having a problem with scoring. The skill rating's not going up how it should. It's not exactly like, you know, punishing less for losing as somebody who did a lot. If you got like 5 fucking gold medals, I don't think you should get as much of a loss as the dude who got no medals at all whatsoever, playing like, you know, freaking Reaper. No offense to Reaper mains out there, as much as you can be a main in this game, really. I'm gonna counterpick a lot. No offense to all you Reapers out there. If you like get no medals, I'm sorry, you're doing something probably wrong. So that guy should probably get more of a loss than the dude who's got 5 gold medals. I'm just saying. But let's go for a fucking sandwich here of positivity. I'm a positive human being. A positive note here would be that they have also fixed the issue with control points. Again, you've probably heard this from somebody else, but they have fucking fixed the control issue. If you didn't know what it was, you were getting like 1/25th or 1/16th or some crap of a level, win or loss on control. They claimed, well, there's supposed to be a difference on these. But that's not that much apparently, because they changed it. They made it so you're actually gaining a decent amount, which made me very happy because, I'm sorry, that was the longest game mode you could have. You could spend 40 plus minutes in that game mode and literally earn nothing. If you had 2 hours to spend your day on, or 3 hours, you'd get like 4 of those game modes in and never go up in elo. You literally would have just freaking had such an issue. But that's going to be it. They fixed the control point experience issue or rank issue. They fixed the glitch with leaving. and how their whole leaving system worked. It still punishes people who leave often. Don't you think otherwise. They never come back if they actually legit freaking hate you and leave. They fixed that. They fixed those two things. It's beautiful. That was the main issue people were having. But just as well, they still need to fix something involving the skill rating, because it's ridiculous that healers are getting screwed. I personally play a lot of Mercy because Mercy means you win. I'm going to probably make a video on the characters that best help you win, that best keep you, raising the ranks, because those characters are good and they don't really require as much coordination. They just require you to think deeper. And the more it relies on you and less on the team, the easier it is to climb, especially when you're stuck in those horrible levels of elo. That's going to be my next video, and I will see all you sexy people then. Do you guys like being called sexy? I don't know. Tell me. That could be creepy.